What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Daily Grind. Let me just tweet the stuff out, send our chalkboard links out, get everyone in here. Let me just post the link. There we go. Notifications just went out. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Let me post in the chalkboard real quick. All right, we're up and at 'em on this Friday morning. Letting people come through. If you're new, it's just going to be a little daily show where I go through the NHL slate and basically find our bets for today. Let's see. I got people in the live chat. I should have people in the live chat. You're a beast, Matt. Hey, appreciate you, Matt. You're probably a beast as well. Just want to put this up. So it will just be me. What's up, Chad? How are you, brother? It will just be me in here. Feel free to have your coffee, relax, do whatever you want to do. This is the Daily Grind, where just like my takes are just like your coffee. They may be hot or cold, but either way, they'll get you going for the day. As of now, what's up, bro? Let's go is right. Let's go is right. You and me want a lot of bunchos. I know a buncho's in, but it should be bets, I hope. Was it 17-5 NHL run at the moment? We're really firing away right now. Time to get through the NHL slate. We do have a baseball game on. We'll get in some questions after. I like the Astros in the World Series. We do have the Phillies futures long shot though, but I think the Astros are the better team. If you want to talk baseball real quick, I think the Astros need to punch the Phillies in the mouth. And I mean that not literally, but I think the Phillies right now are kind of invincible. If they come out and just smoke them like 5-1, 5-2, 6-2, something, it puts doubt in their minds, and that's what you kind of got to do in this spot, because if you let the Phillies get a taste, the Astros will definitely be in trouble. So let's get into some NHL. We have Ducks versus VGK. For those not familiar with the terminology and the lingo, VGK is the Vegas Golden Knights. We have in this matchup the team atop of the Pacific Division at 6-2 versus the team at the bottom at 1-5. The Ducks are a bad team, but I don't think they're the worst team in this division. They may be, but they're not a 1-5 team. That's just this. They kind of got screwed in their schedule in the beginning. Had that 5-game road trip, so they couldn't really get a rhythm going. They were constantly on the road. They went back for like 2 seconds. Now they're back on the road again. It is a tough spot. If you're looking at a look-ahead spot at all, I'm worried. There's a lot of teams that play tonight that play tomorrow as well. So just going through this, the Avalanche play the Devils today, but play the Islanders tomorrow. So you want to pick your spot when you want to attack the Avs. Maybe they don't start. Maybe they start Georgiev against the Devils and not the Islanders. You want to kind of pay attention to this stuff when you're playing for a look-ahead spot, because you may think a team is going to guaranteed start their starter, but you never know if they do have a game going forward. So I think my internet is a little wonky right now. I just tried to search and it's not coming up. I'm going to try to reload it. Hopefully something fixes it, but we are going to go into, I guess, expected goals, if you want to say. And I find expected goals on a couple sites. Expected goals is great because you want to find out if a team is getting scoring chances, right? Sometimes goalies just make great saves. Sometimes, it's just a miss. Like, you want to know what teams are, like, on average, like playing good offense, just not putting the puck in the net. And I can run through the top 5 for you right now. Number 1 is surprisingly the Devils. 2 is Carolina. 3 is Florida. Those are 2 teams that we expect to be there all year. Seattle's at 4. That's really surprising. And then number 5 is Ottawa, which with their new pieces, I think 5 is surprising, but they should be in the top half. Then you have VGK, Boston, Penguins, Rangers, Stars, and then Edmonton a little after that. So it's like those are teams you expect to see there. What you want to look at this, it's early on and be like, are these teams capable of staying up here, or is this just a fluke? Are they playing really well right now and they're going to kind of fall off that cliff? If that's the case, maybe it's time to start betting against them. Just food for thought. And you also like to see who's got expected goals on power plays. So like Avalanche, Oilers, Rangers, these are all big power play teams. And as you can see, they're the top 3 for expected goals. So when you look at a site, you want to see if the numbers seem true. If a lot of things seem out of whack, maybe you have a bad site. Maybe the numbers are wrong. But going through, I trust the site called Money Puck really well. And that's a good site for a lot of things. And it worked really well for me last year and the year before. And this year it looks exactly the same. You could also look at goalies, who has good saves above expected, which means, they're just playing really well, making ridiculous saves. Jake Ottinger, who we bet last night on the Stars, is number 1 in goals saved above expected. One of the main reasons why we were on the Stars last night, and he did indeed have a shutout. They won 2-0. And Carter Hart on the Flyers is next. And some surprising names, but let's get back to the Ducks and VGK here. Vegas is 6th in expected goals. And the Ducks, I would assume, are dead last. Okay, they're second to last. Again, the numbers are kind of skewed because of that long road trip and tough schedule. It kind of is what it is. You have to use the numbers that are given to you, but, understand they're skewed a little bit. We're expecting John Gibson, Logan Thompson. Matt, how do you feel about Jets money line? I'll get into that later. I will say that VGK and Anaheim, I'm probably not going to play that game. There's too much. The price is too steep on VGK. That would be my thought here. Maybe you could do like an alternate over or something. Over 6 is a pretty decent price just because the Ducks are giving a lot of shots up and goals up. I do like shot attempts if you're looking that way as well. The Ducks give up a ton of shots. If you want to look at shots allowed per game, it's the best targets you want are the Ducks, Penguins, Coyotes. 3 of those teams are playing today, so we should have a long shot coming up after this show. I don't really finalize a lot of things in the show. I kind of just talk things through. If we find a play that we love, we'll play it. But this is just for more informational. We'll play some stuff maybe later. But the Ducks, Penguins, and Coyotes are all top 3 in shots allowed. So if you're looking at player props, you want to start there. I don't think anybody else plays today. Do the Jets play today? The Jets play the Coyotes. The Jets have the 8th most. And then the Avs allow actually the 11th most. And, the Devils, I believe, lead the league in shots 4. Yeah, they do. And so do the Penguins. So the Devils may be a good one because they're underdogs as well. And if they're losing, they're probably going to shoot the net a lot more. Yo, Aaron, what's good, bro? How you doing? Hope all is well. But yeah, that's going to be our target. Again, if you want to look at a shot on goal prop, the Ducks VGK game is probably a game you want. You know, Jack Eichel should be back to norm. He should be alive and well. His line is probably 3.5. It's at plus 108. That's not a bad look. We can dive into some of those later, but let's move on to Islanders Hurricanes. If I were you, I would stick to the over in this game and find a Vegas shot prop that you like, would be my initial thoughts. Going to the Islanders Hurricanes now. You have two teams that like to play old school hockey, old school tight hockey. I lean an under in this game off the bat, especially if it's Sorokin and Anderson. I will not play an Islanders under if Sorokin is not in net. But Islanders and Hurricanes, you got to think it's under 6. And you want to take advantage of that 6 because I think that's, that's a good number in case it's 3-2 empty net. I really like the under here. I'm not going to lean anything else. I obviously think the Hurricanes are a better team than the Islanders, but the price you can't play. Maybe you play regulation, but on an under, I wouldn't really want to play a regulation because you don't think there's going to be a lot of goals anyway. I like the under 6 in that game. Moving on to the Avalanche and Devils. Devils shot props is going to be your way to go. I do think the Avalanche win this game. The Devils obviously have the advanced analytics to their side right now, but the Avs are the better team. Depends who they start in the crease. They do play the Islanders tomorrow, which both of them play tomorrow, and both of them play today. So you could look at the under in the Islanders game, maybe the over in the next game with both teams on a back-to-back, and if Sorokin has been used, that could be the play. But as far as the Devils go, I think Jack Hughes shots, maybe like a Heischer, find out who you think is better. But I do think the Avalanche win, and the price isn't that bad. I will be going to the game tonight, so I will probably have a play, but you got to play the Avs in that spot. I know that the Devils are the hot team right now, the new team, the fun team, but the Avs, reigning champs, I don't know if the Devils are ready to make that jump yet. So I would lean the Avalanche and then Devils shot props. Maybe an over as well would be my go-to, but not really that strong. I think I do have a play today that I do want to play, and it's going to be the next game. But the Bruins and Blue Jackets, you got the Bruins who should beat the Blue Jackets in this spot in this game, but they're on a back-to-back. They do have Marchand back, which is huge. That's like a big locker room boost. I didn't think he was going to come back yesterday. He came back ahead of schedule. It's a big locker room boost when a guy of that stature comes back in. Even though it's a back-to-back, I think they still get it done. But Columbus is one of those dangerous teams. I think this is just like a no-bet. This is like a no-bet game for me. Stay away from Pastrnak shots now because Marchand is back. We saw it yesterday, even though he shot enough for 5, but now Marchand's going to take a lot more shots away, especially on the power play. So I would lean off Pastrnak shots in the meantime, just to give you guys some sort of heads up there. That's really all I like for that game. I do have a play in this game. I think I'm really scared about it. Let me just check for the best line, see if I can get like a plus money here. But I think they play tomorrow night too, so it's kind of a tough spot. But let's talk it through. The Penguins do play the Kraken tomorrow. After they play Vancouver, this is such a tough game. I do think the Penguins win this game. The Canucks are on the back-to-back in this spot. This road trip is a long one. I believe it's a 5-game road trip. This is game 4. They play game 5 tomorrow. Um, let's see. They won the first game, lost the next 2. I think tonight you got to win. You got to win in this spot because if you win, you're now 2-2, and then the last game is kind of like to win it. But you don't want to go 1-3 and then have your last game tomorrow on the back-to-back be like a must-win game because you don't want to go 1-4 on this road trip. You'll take a 2-3, and I think the game to win is now with Vancouver on the back-to-back rather than the Penguins on the back-to-back tomorrow. I really like the price. I'm going to look right now to see what odds I can get. I would like a plus money. If anyone has the best odds for a Penguins 60-minute line or Penguins regulation line, please let me know in the comments so I can save me some time. But this is the one I was kind of looking at. I thought the line would move last night a little bit. It didn't. I see plus 105 on Bet365. That is the best line for me. If you guys could help me, that'd be awesome. Minus 111 on FanDuel. It might have to be Bet365. Stick with me, guys. Hold on. Minus 110 on DraftKings. I'll check MGM, and that will be it. But that is definitely what I like on this slate tonight. Oh, it's already minus 175 in the money line on MGM. We're going to play it. I will write it up. That's the play. I'm going to bet it right now. Penguins 60-minute at plus 105. Again, they're on game 4 of a 5-game road trip, but they are 1-3, or they're 1-2 on this road trip. You don't want to go 1-3 and then play tomorrow, potentially go 1-4. If there's a game you go all out for, it's this game. You go 2-2 on the road trip with the last game on the back-to-back. Worst spot. If you lose that game and you go 2-3, it's a lot easier to go back home on the road trip or from the road trip 2-3 instead of 1-4. Penguins are the better team. The Canucks just played last night. So I think the spot to attack is right now. The Penguins are 8th in expected goal percentage. The Canucks are 28th. Again, the Canucks had a long road trip as well, finally getting back to normal. 5-on-4 numbers, Penguins are 12th in expected goals in the power play. Vancouver's 18th. Again, a Vancouver team might commit a lot of penalties. This Penguin team is very good off the back-to-back for the Canucks. They don't want to be on that penalty kill scenario. You look at their penalty kills so far, they are down in the dumps last at 60%. So Vancouver's last in the league in penalty kill. And if this Penguins team gets power plays because of those tired legs on Vancouver's back-to-back, the power play will definitely be in play. And the Penguins have a top 11 power play at 24%. Maybe a little slower on the road, but either way, they're going to get opportunities. They're the better team. You get a plus money price them to get it done on FanDuel. Penguins and over 5.5. I'm not sure if I like that. I do and I don't. I think we see 6 goals, but the Canucks can try to play tight, not really overextend on this back-to-back, play it slow. But for the price, I do like it. I do like the 60-minute line in general. If you just want to play the regular 60-minute line on FanDuel, it's minus 111. It's not the plus 105 line, but it's still a playable line as a single. And you guys got that first. Obviously, if you're on the show, you got this first instead of anyone else. So there it is for my play. As far as the Jets-Coyotes, I think the Coyotes are a live dog. I really do. They're finally home. They won their last game of their road trip. They're ready to, I think, go on like a little mini run, maybe a 2-game, 3-game win streak. I know it's pretty scary for the Coyotes, but I wouldn't bet the Jets today. I'd bet some shot props in this game for sure, though. It's a prime game. So if you want shot props, it's Jets, Coyotes, Avalanche, Devils, and Ducks, Vegas is the 3 games that I would target. And maybe the Canucks as well. I think they're a decent target. I may be completely wrong. They're like a middle of the pack target. And the Penguins should be firing. So those are the games I would target. Guys, thank you guys for coming into today's episode. We do have tomorrow's episode of For Better or Worse. Guys, make sure you're subscribed. Please retweet, like my tweet, subscribe, comment. Leave a comment when this video is over. Appreciate the support. We want to keep growing this thing. And every viewer, retweet, and comment really helps. Appreciate it. We do all this stuff for free. We're killing it right now, making a ton of money. Appreciate all you guys' interaction and feedback. I'll see you guys tomorrow on For Better or Worse. Thank you guys for tuning into the Daily Grind. Hopefully you guys learned a little something. But let's have a great, fantastic weekend. And just enjoy it. Make sure to get outside before it gets too cold, unless you like the cold, whatever your preference is. Enjoy whatever you're going to do. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on the next episode of For Better or Worse. Peace out, guys.